Today we are covering a feature on the DeepCharts trading platform that has been requested in the comments of our last video on DeepCharts. So let's see how to use the trade copier inside the DeepCharts trading platform. So here we are in the Phidias Propfirm dashboard where you can find the web platform directly integrated inside the dashboard. For this you'll obviously need multiple accounts to be able to copy trade. Here I have multiple evaluation accounts so I can show you how to set it up. So you can find the feature directly at the top. So we can click on it and start the setup. And for the people asking about the desktop app, this is the exact same setup. You just need to go into the trade copier, open the panel and follow the exact same steps to set it up. Okay, so to start, we'll click to add a new group to the trade copier. So let's click on this. It will open a window. It's the exact same window that you'll have on the desktop app. So first is the name you'll use. So for this one, we'll use the fundamental account. Since we offer multiple different evaluation types, you'll see that we can create multiple groups running at the same time. If you have different account types, to separate them into multiple groups. So you can trade them differently if you want to. You can also set it up everything in the same group and then you'll see how we can manage the different account sizes. But for the example, we'll do one trade copier group per account type so I can show you the settings. So here is our fundamental group. Now the copy mode is the first setting. It's how we want the orders to be copied from the parent account to the children accounts. Do you want order to order? Meaning if you used a limit order on the parent account, you will use limit orders on the children account. It's the most straightforward way to use the trade copier. It's one-to-one for every account. Now we have the option to change it to order to market, meaning if you use any type of order on the parent account, the order will be copied as a market order every time on the children accounts. So it has some upside and downside, meaning make sure you are filled every time on the children account, but you might be filled at a different price. So it depends on the way you want it. If you want to make sure you are in position every time on all your accounts, go to market. But for now, we'll do order to make sure we are entered at the same price level. So order to order. Then the copy delay. So if you want to have a delay to copy your orders on the children accounts, we'll leave it as the default setting. It's 50 milliseconds. We don't need to go over that. Next, we have the Resynchro mode. So it's in the situation where your accounts are not synchronized. It can happen if the accounts are not synchronized because, for example, if there is a data issue or you made a mistake and an order is canceled directly on the children account, not on the parent account. This is the setting that lets you decide how the trade copier should behave once two accounts are not synchronized. So here by default, we have full market at best price. It will recreate the same order as the parent account. So if a children account is unsynced, it will make sure once the children account is resynced that it will open the same position every time. So let's say you have your positions open on your parent account and 3 children accounts, but one is missing. One doesn't have any position because it is unsynced. Once the account is synced again, it will make sure to open the position no matter the price. So it can be very useful if you want to make sure you are in the position for every account. Now we can change this to none. Let's say once the account is resynced, no action will be taken. The flat only at best price means it will only close the position and not open a new position. So let's say the parent account has an open position, but one of the children account is not open. It will not open the position once the account is synced again because it's only flat only, meaning it will only act if the parent account is flat, but one children account is still in position. It will close the position of the children account, making sure that everything is flat. So it's a good way to make sure maybe you just want to have your position flat as a security, but you don't want to open a position if it's like maybe it's synced again after 30 seconds. You might not want to open the position on the children account. So the safest way to select the flat only, which is what we are going to use. Now, the expiration logic. It's when, let's say the parent is filled with the limit order, but the children is not. What do? Do we cancel the children order or do we go market? That's exactly what we have. So we can say we do nothing, meaning we wait for the limit order to be filled, or after a certain time, we go market. So let's say on the parent account, the limit order is filled, but after 20 seconds, the children account is still not filled, then we'll go market. And the final one, the default one, is cancel after seconds, meaning if after 20 seconds the children account is still not filled, the limit order is not filled, then we'll cancel the limit order. So you have the choice here. You can either want to wait and see, none. It's not the safest one, to be honest. You can go market if you want to make sure you are in the trade anyway on all your accounts, or the safest way is to go cancel after seconds. Obviously, we advise for the safest path with the cancel after seconds. Now, the next setting is to choose after how many seconds do we react, whether we choose the market order or the cancel order. So here, the expiration by default is 30 seconds. For me, it's a bit too long, so I want to make it a bit shorter. Let's do 15 seconds. So I want to make sure that if the price moves too fast, because I like to trade volatility, if I'm not filled, I don't want to enter the trade after 15 seconds if my limit price is not filled. So in this case, after 15 seconds, the order on the children accounts will be canceled if they are not filled. So that's a very, very powerful settings to make sure you're not entering a trade you don't want to and protect your accounts. Now the synchronization timeout, it lets you define after how many seconds do we consider two accounts unsynced. It's referring to the fourth setting, the Resynchro mode. It's not about expiration logic that we just talked about. So it means after how many seconds two accounts that are unsynced, meaning all the accounts are flat and there is one last account that is still not flat because it's not answering. After how many seconds do we consider it unsynced? And then we need to try again to resync the account. So 15 seconds is pretty good. Well, after 15 seconds where the account has still not taken the action, I want to resynchronize it as fast as possible. Now the resynchronization attempts, it's how many seconds do you want to retry to sync the account again and again. Every 15 seconds, if the account is still not resynced, we are going to try again automatically. So that's it for the main settings for the behavior of the trade copier. This is very powerful because you can go into details. It's not like most trade copier where you can just choose which account to copy trade. It's very, very powerful. Now the next setting is the parent account. So here we'll choose the parent account. We'll go with the first one, select. Then we have the OCO settings. It's for the attached orders, so the stop loss and the take profits. Now it's to make sure they are copied the right way. So the first one is the bracket child ticks margin. It gives you the maximum margin you accept as a different price. So right now it's 25 ticks, meaning you accept a difference up to 25 ticks between the parent and the children account. Let's say you enter on the parent account with a market order and the children accounts are executed 25 ticks above. So the TP and the stop losses of the children accounts will be placed 25 ticks above the ones of the parent account. So in this situation, it's still valid, but more than 25 ticks is not allowed. So it will reduce your TP and reduce the stop loss. So in this situation, 25 ticks is a lot. I don't want to have more than, let's say, 10 ticks of difference between the parent and the children accounts is the maximum difference I am accepting. Now, the bracket postponed fallen insert, it's in the situation where the stop loss and the take profits are not copied properly on the children accounts. So how many seconds do I consider it to be an issue? And I force the trade copier to add the SL and the TP. So for me, 15 seconds is okay. So if the take profit and the stop loss are not copied after 15 seconds, the trade copier will add them directly. Now, the last setting for the OCO orders, it's cancel, fallback, postpone. It's on the other side, if on the parent account, I cancel the OCO orders, the take profit or the stop loss, and it is not yet canceled on the children account, after how many seconds do I force the cancellation and I remove the take profit and the stop losses on the children account? So 10 seconds seems fine to me. Now, finally, we have the children account. So we selected a 50K fundamental account. So we'll keep only fundamental accounts. So we won't add the 25K static accounts as they are completely different account types. Here we'll do only fundamental accounts, and you can see that I have the 150K account also fundamental. I add them all, and so here I wanted to show you different account sizes, so you can manage all my 50 accounts with a contract multiplier of 1, meaning from the parent account to the children account it will be the same amount of contracts, but for the 100K account I want to double the position size because it's a bigger account. I have more drawdowns, so I want to have a bigger position size. Now everything is set up. The only difference, if you are on a desktop app, you need to add a symbol. So you'll have to choose directly inside the group on which symbol the trade copier will work. So it's different than the web platform, but that's the only main difference. Now we can hit save. It will load a bit, and now we are good. So here we can see the fundamental group has been created. Currently the status is stopped because it's not yet running. The parent account is the number 150K fundamental account. Everything is good. Now we can remove, so delete the group or go into the settings and change the settings as we just did earlier. And now we can go and hit start. So obviously the classic disclaimer, because a trade copier is very powerful, but it can also do a lot of damage if you don't use it properly. So make sure to check all the settings before doing anything, and always verify all your accounts are flat, all the pending orders are cancelled and closed before closing the chart. It's very important. So let's hit start. Now we can see that the fundamental group is in running status, meaning the trade copier is working. So let's be careful from now on. The trade copier at the top is on, so it's perfect, and all the accounts are in status ready and synced. Now we can see the parent account here, so everything is perfect, and we can also see the multiplier is 2 for the 150k account. Also a very useful feature are the 3 buttons at the bottom: the cancel all, meaning all pending orders are cancelled; flat all, or the current open position are closed; and flat and cancel, all positions are closed, all pending orders are cancelled, if you want to close everything and make sure nothing is open anymore. So let's open the account tab and go into pending order so we can see what's going on. Now I'm going to open the trade panel. I'm going to select the first one, select, okay, perfect. And now we can place some trades. So we can have a SL of 10 ticks and the take profit of 15. So if I place by limit, so we can see that on the pending order, it's perfectly copied on all the accounts. And we can see that on the 150k accounts, we have 2 contracts pending. So if we move it, we can see that the price is moved also for all the accounts. Now let's enter a trade, boom. All right, so we can see that on all the accounts, we have the open PNL and it's working perfectly. Now we can also move the stop loss and the take profit, and it will also be copied on all the accounts. Now let's close the position. And now we can see that everything is flat. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you is how to create 2 different groups running at the same time to manage 2 different account types if you want to have them separated. As I showed you, you can use them in the same group with the multipliers, but you can also use them in separate accounts to trade them separately and copy trade all the same account types. Now we'll create a new group. So let's click add. We'll name it static for all the static accounts. We'll keep all the features by default and we'll go with the static account. Boom, first static as the parent account, and then the second one as the children account. Let's hit save. And now we can see that we have 2 trade copier groups. The fundamental is running and the static now is stopped. So let's hit start. Again, warning signal. Be careful with the trade copier. Again, can do a lot of damage. Now we have both fundamental and static accounts running. To trade your fundamental accounts, you'll need to trade the parent account, the number 1. To trade all your static accounts, you'll need to trade the account number 4. So let's open 2 charts to showcase how we can use it. So here on the left chart, we have the parent 50k fundamental account, and on the right chart, we have the 25k static parent account. Now, if we go to accounts, on the right, we have all our accounts to monitor everything, so to make sure everything is running good. So on the left, let's take a position for the fundamental accounts. Let's see. Buy. So we'll move the stop losses and the take profit. So we can also make sure everything is properly copied if we go to a children account. So we can see that everything is copied properly. Now, on the 25k parent account number 4, select, and let's do the same. And now the stop loss, take profit. And now we can see that if we check our 25k static account number 2, we have the position open exactly the same. So it's working very well on all your accounts. So you can see how it is very powerful to trade multiple account types, maybe even multiple account sizes with different groups if you want to use different strategies. Now the session is done. Let's hit flat and cancel to flat everything. So we make sure there are no pending order left on the market and we can close the chart safely. Also, I give you the advice to turn everything off, stop, and stop. So the trade copier is off. Everything is good. Now, I hope you liked the video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe. Let me know which feature you'd like me to cover next, and make sure to watch the next video, how to set up deep charts on your desktop. That's it for today, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.